make sure this hat on. Camera looking good. And hey everyone, I know it's been a while and hoping you start a new year great and a healthy new one as well. So like any video every year I do my New Year's trip and I recap some things that I've done with my family. So this year we went to Costa Rica, more specifically in Tamarindo, Costa Rica, which is more of a west coast area of Costa Rica. But anyways, this was another, like I said, family trip that I gone with my family. I can say for Costa Rica is a lovely country that I've been for many years ago when I was like 15 or 16. But now I'm 30, things have changed a little bit. And when we got to Costa Rica, it was beautiful, lovely, everything was very greenish, warm, and very, very tropical, that I can say. Last year we went to Portugal, which we had an unfortunate accident there, and had like a great time there, but a little unfortunate accident. This year we rented a villa for the whole week. Everything else is pretty wild. We had some great adventures, had some great food, and pretty much an awesome time in Costa Rica. Now, when we get to the villa, it's Villa Pariso. I don't know how to pronounce it right, but anyway, the villa was beautiful. It had at least 9 bedrooms. I had a nice space for a kitchen, a living room, great outdoor view of looking into the ocean, and even the town itself. And throughout the whole trip, we were given like 2 golf carts. More I will tell about them later. But anyways, after like spending a little bit of time in the villa, getting us to the housekeeper, the managers, and including some people that were eating us throughout the week, we just mostly sit down, relax, enjoy, and later on had our first meal inside a villa because the next day we were eating outside at the town. But while I was usually recording stuff food, I didn't do a lot of recording of the food for dinner, and overall the food in general was amazing. But I did capture this one clip of the dessert that our chef made, which is like an upside down strawberry shortcake, which was phenomenal. And even yet, at the end of the night, we got a beautiful sunset during our first day. But of course, now for official first day, we went ziplining. And I've been ziplining before, and the only people that had not done ziplining before was my stepbrother and my stepmom. Now, they don't do, now, I was wondering what their reactions are, and, well, but before anything else, I can say is this, I didn't record any, I didn't record anything on zipline because one, I might drop my camera on zipline, but if anyone knows any equipment that I should bring next time I go ziplining, more like a GoPro or anything, let me know in the comments below. But anyways, back to the zipline trip. After ziplining and having a fun time, we went back, drove our golf carts into the town, and we're looking for places to find to eat. Now, this is something my stepsister likes to do. She likes to find non-touristy areas or restaurants that people don't know about, which I highly recommend you do. No, go to any restaurants that don't have a lot of tourist attractions. But we found this one taco place in the town, and it was really good. And it was we also have some tables for two. one for about 5 people, one for 5. And when we got order food, I ordered like a Lux and Nova kind of taco, and it was really good. Now, the first night out, we went as a family. We went to this restaurant called Pagnus. It was really good. The first thing I ever ordered was the and the first thing I ordered on the drink menu was the Capihana. Now, I never had a Capihana before, and it is delicious. It's probably one of the first international drinks I had in the trip. It's like, although the drink contains rum, lime juice, a little bit of sugar, it was pretty a decent drink that I like. So I highly recommend ordering one next time you go to like a Latin American restaurant or a Latino restaurant. And of course, I ordered the goat cheese salad and I ordered the pork tenderloin, and it was delicious. But the next day, however, was gonna be more significant. Here we go. So it's been a while since I've done one of these. So this is the place that I'm staying at. This is Villa Palacito. Anyways, it's my 3rd day here in Costa Rica, and I'm enjoying it so far, besides the rain, which is no big deal, and I'm loving it so far. So just yesterday, me and my family went ziplining, and we had a fun time. It was very short, like it felt like long, but it was actually 45 minutes, and there were only like 9 lines that we actually ziplined. Some of my family members saw monkeys. I didn't see any monkeys, but after that we get off the zip line, we saw some howl monkeys, and they were pretty interesting. Now, if there's any recommendations of what kind of gear I should bring in next time to go zip lining, let me know. Because I didn't bring my camera with me, only my camera, which to me is not my recommendation. But if you have anything to recommend for going zip lining, let me know in the comments. Now, what can I say about Costa Rica? Costa Rica is pretty nice so far. It's mostly warm right now during this time of year. Everyone else is pretty nice, and overall, the food here is pretty good. Now, for the villa itself, it's pretty nice. It's not as nice as the last villa that I stayed in Anguilla. This is pretty good, and the only downside is here in the villa, there were some big grasshoppers, and the one back in the United States or in New Jersey, they're pretty small. They're like, I would say, this small average in New Jersey, but for the ones here that we saw when we first got here, they were pretty big. I would say they're about the size of this big, like probably 4 or 5 inches long. Yeah, they're massive. So I mean, I thought they can bite you, but they don't bite at all. They're just not that aggressive. Anyways, so today we're going on a catamaran, probably later in the afternoon, and starting to clear up just a little bit, and hopefully there'll be no clouds, and hopefully we can see the sunset. But I'm very excited for the boat ride, and hopefully we can see the sunset. Or that's what I thought would be. So yeah, we had a rain pour during that day when we were trying to go on the catamaran. There was nothing else to do except for like staying in a villa, read a few books, and watch TV. Which, by the way, I did. I finished my book reading through our trip, and the book was called Emperor of Thrones by Mark Lawrence. It was an okay book. Do I highly recommend it reading to some people? No, not really. It's just focused on one character, and the character development was a little confusing, not great, so highly don't recommend read it. However, I did bring my second book to this trip in case I finish it, and I have started reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. Yes, the Brandon Sanderson. And I already finished the first act of the book out of like 5 or 6. Overall, I'm enjoying it so far, and I can't wait to continue reading it probably later on this year. However, the next day ever was more promising than ever. It was sunny, it was not that humid, it was perfect weather, for we were about to go on an AT riding. Excuse me. But anyways, on New Year's Day, we did pretty much do nothing else. We just sit around the house, enjoy the view of the town, have some lunch, and then afterwards we just like relax, have a massage, and that's pretty much it throughout the whole day. The second night that we were going out, we would head to this place called the Red Door. And here's the thing: as soon as we're going on golf carts, well, unfortunately, one of them died, and we tried to take the other one to go back and forth to Phello to pick up my family. It also died, so there was that. So we just like took a van. So we ordered a van to help us pick us up from the restaurant and bring us up. But overall, the food itself, it was okay. Nothing spectacular, anything. I got myself a tropical old fashioned. It was alright. Salad and a lamb shake, which was pretty good. Now, the next day, however, we went on a little more adventure. But we would go to the waterfalls and enjoy the hot spring. But after the little hike around the waterfalls, we went to the hot springs, and it was not that great. I mean, it felt a little touristy because it gives you different stations of where to go, where to stop, and I don't recommend going to the hot springs in Costa Rica. But I do recommend going to hike around the waterfalls. It was pretty fun to walk around, explore like the forest areas, and enjoy the atmosphere itself. Now, the next day, however, we went on a little special tour in which we were going on a chocolate tour in which my grandma, my stepbrother's sister-in-law, well, my stepbrother's wife, including my stepbrother's sister, they were all excited, and I was excited as well to see what is so special about Costa Rican chocolates. And well, the process of making their chocolate is quite unique. Now, after consuming at least like 500 or 600 pounds of chocolate that includes like enjoying different flavors of the hot chocolate, oh my god, it was really, really good. We head back to the villa one last time for which it was our final night there, and then we went to this place called Dragonfly, and the food was unbelievably insane. Now, of course, before we were heading out, I brought my drone with me just to see the sunset and everything else in the Costa Rica. I was not disappointed at all. In fact, the sunset was quite literally breathtaking. Now, what I say, would I recommend going to Costa Rica and enjoying a vacation? Yes and no. For no part is like because it was mostly the rain part that kind of ruined the day. I would highly recommend going at some point where like it's more like a warm season, like either in the spring or in the summer. You know, it might be hot in Costa Rica sometime. I highly recommend going more of the warmer seasons. The yes part of it is just the environment, the culture there, the whole landscape, everything else was pretty much great. I had a fun time there, my family had a fun time in Costa Rica, and I hope you plan on going to Costa Rica at some point later this year. But you won't miss out anything else. You will have a fun time. Overall, even though this video might be a little bit shorter than my previous videos because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to narrow down all my videos to be one simple, easy video to narrate in this vlog video. But on that, for this new year, hopefully I'll post more stuff on my channel, explore more, post up more videos, my vlog. I mean, you know, I don't do vlog a lot. Hopefully I'll post more stuff on my channel or on my website. But on that, thanks for watching my video, and hope to see you next time. Bye. And also, go Bullets!